if a girl's so into you, one thing that's important to me, a lot of people are dating multiple people at the same time. I'm not about that. Yeah. If I come into your life, if you're a girl, I come into your life and I'm interested in you. If we go on the first date, preferably, I mean, on that first date, I strongly prefer there's no other guys in the picture. If you want a second date with me, if there's other guys, it has to be a wrap. And if you were sexually involved with them while you went on the first date with me, that's a wrap from my end. But if you were dating...
It's a wrap? What's a wrap?
Oh, like it's over.
Like you mean like that's a wrap?
It's
okay.
done.
That's like old lingo.
Yeah.
I thought that was Zoomer lingo.
I'm a boomer.
Okay, yeah, it's boomer lingo.
Yeah, so, but certainly if she's sexually involved with another guy, even on the first date, I mean, I don't even want to go on a date with you, but some people aren't always forthcoming. If you want to go on a second date with me, all the other dudes... It's over. You can't be entertaining other dudes if you want to pursue.
Are you entertaining other women?
No. But I date very intentionally like that.
So when you're dating,
you might think that's crazy.
No,
but
I don't. I don't at all. So when you're dating one woman at a time, and then when you're done with her,
if I'm going to pursue her, absolutely.
Or not.
But
when
of course,
you're done with her as a person,
if you
but
go
when y'all's
on one date,
relationship is
if you go
over.
on one date with somebody and you're not that interested and you don't really want to, then yeah. But if I'm going to pursue it, then yes.
Wait, but that just contradicted what you said.
How can you expect
a
woman to show up to a date at your first date with you and not involved in any other relationships? She hasn't
It's
even
really
gone out with you yet.
Well, where'd you guys meet?
It's not that.
Did you know each other, or was this like a swipe thing?
I mean, it could be through social media. It could be on a dating app. You could meet in person.
Because if it's a swipe thing, she might still be dating some other guy casually, and that's more sort of understandable, I think. But if she knows you, you guys both play. You're in the Pinochle Club together, and you say like, "Hey, Brian, I want to go get an ice cream with you or something."
Yeah.
And then it'd be weird if she were.
If you make your
intentions
clear, like this, I want to be with you and just you, I don't see a problem with that. But if you're just expecting a woman to stop talking to everybody else just because you don't want her to, and you're not going to commit to her, I don't think that's fair.
Well, yeah, I'm not particularly interested in having like a large roster of women that that doesn't interest me. I'm a very busy person. I don't have time for that. I'm not interested in, let's just be in a situationship for 3 months and we're both fucking multiple other people at the same time. And maybe after this extended period of time, maybe we'll find ourselves in a relationship. That has no interest. That doesn't interest me. Now, I would agree with you that it's probably the dating meta that most people are dating multiple people at the same time. Perhaps they're even sleeping with them at the same time. I would not want to date a woman who does that, and it's just...
So for you to even take a woman out, you already know that you're going to want to date her. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, I think you have to get a feel for them, obviously, on the date, and that first date doesn't guarantee that I get a second date or that she gets a second date.
Yeah.
But,
so that's why I think you can't go into it expecting a woman to not be talking to other men.
Well, it's not that hard to be dating one person at the same time. What you have happening is
on the first date. After several dates, I understand, but going into a first date, you can't.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Yeah, you can't say I don't want to go into it if she's been talking or fucking any other men at all. We haven't even.
I like women who are properly single. I like women who are properly single.
Yeah.
You're not of the opinion that if there's a goalie, it doesn't mean you can't score.
Well, it's interesting to me that you find that somewhat strange, but almost every single girl here said that they're not dating anybody. So why is that? Why do you think that that's? Given that almost all the women here at this table are not currently dating any guy, why is it somehow strange for me to want a girl who's not currently dating or sleeping with another guy?
Because majority of women are dating multiple people.
Huh?
Majority of women do date multiple people at the same time.
Yes, that's true.
Until you have that conversation of okay, you're going to move and make this serious.
Sexy Sarcastic Simp donated $200. All of you have raging daddy issues and need to stop.
I'll just say this. Look, if you're sexually involved with another man, I want nothing to do with you.
Going into it before you ever went out on the first date.
Yes, even if we're going on the first date.
Do you make that known before you go out with them?
I would ask a girl, are you properly single? Are you seeing other guys? Now, hopefully they don't lie to me, but absolutely. So yes, it is something I would ask them before even bothering to meet with them. I might give them a little more leeway if they're going on first dates with other guys. Even then, that's not an ideal situation.
I get where you're coming from. I don't like to date. I don't like to have multiple situationships myself. So if I start talking to someone, then I'm only talking to that one person. And I'm completely single right now, where it's I don't talk to anybody. So I understand why it's I want a proper...
I get
I think this is a really
but
good,
not going into the first date. I think that's not realistic.
See, to me, if you disclose to me on the first date by the way, I'm currently having sex with another man, I'm not going to be mean, but I'm going to be, I might be a little flustered that you've wasted my time, but I'm probably going to be like, oh, cool.
Because I guess you would ask
goodbye.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm leaving. I don't want to
how
pursue
soon
you.
before? Right before y'all's dinner date?
But like, why'd you go on the date with him if you're dating this other guy?
Yeah,
in a pretty serious way.
I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
But what if it's not serious?
Well, it sounds like by what they're doing, it's kind of serious.
Well, you
Or-
look at sex as very serious,
I think
and
it's
a
a pretty
committed. You
serious
just
thing.
call it making love, or it could just be sex.
I don't know if in that case they're exactly making love.
Correct.
They're
That's
probably
my point.
just like having sex. Yeah, but like they shouldn't be doing that.
How many
So-
girls have told you that, Brian?
According to
like
you.
on a first date. Oh,
Tell
by
me
the way,
what?
I'm like fucking some other guy.
Well, it could look. It could certainly be the case that people might not be forthcoming about that sort of thing. Although I like to think that generally, I mean, look again. Maybe I've been played, but I like to think that most of the women I've dated actually don't move that way.
Yeah, because like if you're
But
all looked around,
she's
we all
laughing
looked around.
because I mean,
Because I would never tell a guy if I was fucking another guy on a first date.
I was gonna say,
Even
any woman who would actually.
Yeah.
If they asked
Like-
me, I would be honest.
If
But
they-
like,
I'm not-
if
but I'm
they
not gonna- like, the
ask
way I'm
me,
gonna
I'd be
ask-
honest too, but I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go fuck someone
I'm
else
gonna
after
ask
this.
in like a very like.
Nonchalant.
Like what?
So
I'm not gonna be
like-
like you fucking other dudes. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna like first. It's not gonna
Yeah,
be like
I would
an
hope you
immediate
didn't
tell.
say
Are you
that.
fuck? I'm last. So like, are you dating other people right now? Like,
Yeah.
when's the last time you've been on a date? When was your last relationship?
Yeah.
And that will allow me to
Isn't that
sort
weird,
of get
though?
a sense.
But
of
don't
it,
you? I don't want to think about if I'm going on a date with a girl. I don't know. It's been 100 years since I've been on dates, but I sit down.
You don't take your wife on date
No,
nights?
like I'll
means,
take my
like,
wife out, but I'm not like I'm not asking these questions, at these
Yeah, he
dates.
did say
And
that
so
he doesn't
Okay.
take
if
his
I'm
wife on dates, which is weird.
Lame.
we go out, we do things.
Like
I'm
it
not-
needs to be like
Okay,
a
but
weekly
I just
date
wanna-
night.
I'm
You
talking
gotta
like
keep
dating.
the
I'm not
spark
dating my
alive.
wife.
You're
I'll put it
talking
that
about
way.
never
Not
getting
I'm married to
divorced.
my
like
wife.
you
Wait,
plan
stay
things,
on topic,
Like
stay
you
on
plan
topic, stay on
activities
topic.
to do. It's like some,
Yeah, we'll let
Yes,
go.
he
Anytime.
we
goes
like
on
go.
dates.
Yeah, we don't. I don't lock her in a cage.
He dates his
most of
wife,
the time.
okay.
Yeah. So, but like
That could've been-
back in the old days, if I would go on a date, I don't want to sit down and be like, so. Tell me about every other dude that you've ever dated or might be dating now.
Right,
I want to
like,
keep that
it's
completely
just
out of my.
odd.
I don't want to think
Yeah,
that they ever went
I
on
get
any
that.
date ever. It's
Sure.
just
I
me.
feel
They
like-
saw me. They sprung into the world out of the ether and saw me and fell immediately in love.
Yo.
That's what I
This
want.
See,
to think.
that's delusional right there.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm not convincing myself
Yeah.
that it's true, but I just don't. I don't need to talk about like. So, tell me about your
Give me-
past
Yeah, I
relationship.
agree. Yeah.
I
Give
agree.
me-
I would
I
be
want-
weirded out. I would be weirded
I
out.
want the red pill. I don't, because there's. I guess ignorance is bliss, right? But I want to know. That way, I can make an informed decision to say, "It was nice to meet you. Goodbye. I don't want to date you."
But it's like a job interview. Like, so what are your
Yes.
past? I
Yes,
called
it
some of your recommendations.
Actually,
Deshaun
women
says
should-
you're lovely.
You know what?
No.
I agree with that. Women should come with references from their past partners.
There should be a Yelp. There should be a Yelp for like dating.
Well, there is one for
for-
the male version.
for human
of that.
beings,
There's
yeah.
the fun-
You
you
just-
just
yeah.
Facebook groups.
Stop it.
There
Not
really should
Yelp
be.
for you.
But
What
by
the
you
fuck?
doing that, Brian, you
Okay,
could be cutting
if a
off
guy,
like a really
like,
good
bro,
opportunity.
that's
I could be
so weird
I could be
if you-
cutting off a really good opportunity
Yeah,
with a
because what
woman.
if-
When I first met her, after the first date, she goes and fucks the guy who she's sleeping with.
What-
That's
no, but
absurd.
you
That's
said
not.
before.
I thought you meant before, not afterwards.
Well, that's.
It could have been the night before, and it's
Okay,
still
yeah, it
the
depends on
same.
how soon before. But if it was like 2 months before was the last guy she fucked, and then she went out with you, is it like a big deal that she
Well,
fucked someone 2 months ago?
The longer back in the past, the more
Okay,
preferable
but what
it
about
is.
you?
What
But
about me?
But wouldn't she say the same thing for you?
Brian's not fucking.
Oh shit!
Which is good. Which is a good thing.
Oh, he got
shouldn't be.
defensive, but then he was like,
He said, "Eh."
No, but what if she really liked you and then she was willing to like not fuck anyone else again, but she wouldn't get that chance because you're like, no.
and also if you're not
There's like a
asking
million
straight up,
questions that have just been asked.
yeah, if you're not asking straight up, then how can you say like, oh, you wasted my time?
I
Like,
guess it's just the communication on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You should give her a written test.
But
when
what
you
if
sit
it's her
down at the
job?
restaurant.
Yeah, literally.
What if it's her
a
job?
big-
Like a
Her.
blue book.
Yeah,
What if it's her
literally a
job?
notebook.
Yeah, like she had
To
to
have
she had to,
sex on
yeah, like
camera? I
yeah,
don't
she had
date-
to she had to go on black and like you know what I mean, like the day.
She had to go on black.
girl.
Yeah, like the casting was the day before, and
Is
then she
on
planned a
black.
date.
That means casting.
That's fucking
Black.
disgusting.
You're like a black guy.
black. It's like on
Oh my God.
Pornhub, like you know what I mean.
Black is a
Like
is
getting
a
fucked
it's a
by
type
like 8
of.
guys. Like I'm just saying, like you know what I mean. Like
Got it.
yeah.
And
You
I
okay?
ask,
Are
so
you
it's my
okay,
fault.
Cindy? Are you okay, Cindy?
I'm good. I'm just
You good?
saying.
Yeah.
If
What?
Sorry. I'm not used to you saying like I.
Cool.
We already ascertained at the beginning that Brian is a white supremacist.
Whoa.
Didn't we?
Whoa.
He's
No,
I remember.
I'm a natural
The
boss
slangs
supremacist.
and shit.
No
He's
no
trying to
fake
act gangster,
titties,
guys.
no BBLs, no lip fillers, no labiaplasty.